Get on with you, matey. Bugger off.
Yeah, you don't
Okay, let me
think of that. Okay.
Okay, let me stop it. Okay.
Okay, I'll stop mine too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine.
I mean, by all means, I'm not making fun of that murder, but I think, and I might be wrong. But allegedly, I believe that gentleman was also off his medication. I'm sure that's what they say. Okay, back to the Cecil Hotel. And we're going to get to the main crux of this. Why I'm asking these questions. So, and the second one was okay. So you say that somebody who knew the layout of the Cecil Hotel. Well, that could only be two people who worked there, used to work there, or long-term residents, because they did have like low income sort of levels where they had long-term low rent, if not kind of living for free off the homeless vouchers that LA gives out. So yeah. I did hear that they might have been that. So it's interesting, but it's somebody who has a particular type. Somebody knows how to prey on women. It's just very interesting. Jay's perspective, which, like I said, if you don't know, go back and check it out on the the Wash episodes prior to this. But okay, so it's very interesting your points of view. They were kind of close to mine. Mine were kind of like that, okay. But I'm interested on your take of it since you weren't here. But that's kind of you're kind of like the common. Yours is the common opinion of many people who comment on the Wash, not the Wash, but comment on the Cecil Hotel. I mean, I just know the first time I saw it, it was such a, I don't know, just mind-blowing. Seeing that video and seeing that happen. I think I saw it on a YouTube video very late at night. And it just captivated me. And I felt so sort of like, man, like I wanted to help this girl. Like, man, I like want to help find the perpetrator. Because I always thought it was a perpetrator. When I first saw it, I never thought that she would go up and like do something like go jump into a water tower, which Jay said is impossible. Said it could not have happened like that. So my initial thought was, it's foul play. Initial thought, first thought, like, man, this is foul play. We've got to catch that person. I never thought about, man, this might be she's a girl who's, having some problems. She's gonna, try to hurt herself. I never thought that. I always said there got to be somebody outside doing that. And that's what I always,
Well, the thing is, does anyone have any knowledge of her behavior as far as in the hotel? Like, did she visibly look like someone? Sometimes you can tell if someone is on medication.
Jay said she was talking. She was having conversations. That's what he said. One of the things he said, he was having conversations. But he said she was having conversations like in an earpiece in her ear. Like she was actually physically talking to someone. That's what Jay said allegedly. That she was actually physically talking to somebody. Like there was a device in her ear. But you gotta go, I don't really want to defend Jay's perspective or his angle on it because it's very out there, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. So why are we talking about this? On the email I saw you sent me, who is diving deeper into the Cecil Hotel?
Well, inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
For me, it's one of those lingering mysteries, and the Cecil has so many mysteries attached. I was doing a little bit of internet research.
Yeah.
I got my sleuthing cap on.
And
found out about Elizabeth Short, the Black Dahlia, the Black Dahlia fame, that she had been spotted frequenting the Cecil Hotel before her murder.
Wow.
So isn't that interesting? So many things.
There's definitely
kind
a spirit.
Of lurid things associated with the Cecil.
It's definitely a spirit, Like a lot of people used to go to, not a lot, I'm saying a lot, I don't know how much a lot is, but they said people used to actually go to the downtown hotels in LA to commit suicide. I mean, that's what they did. People come, California has always been sort of like the gold rush state. People come here and try to pursue their dreams, and they wind up lonely, whatever it be, whether you want to be a 49er.
That's so true.
Or if you want to be a Landsteader, or is that did I say it correctly?
Homesteader.
Landsteader, what the heck? I made a new category. So a homesteader, or if you wanted to like discover a new life, it's not necessarily everything centered around entertainment. Like for example, right now tech is big. So a lot of people moving out west for tech, and it used to be big in San Francisco. And I think the whole San Francisco tech movement is moving down to L.A.
Okay.
Because, Google's in Santa Monica and, just Apple's down here. And, you got all these tech companies coming down here.
And I heard recently Tyler Perry is opening up a studio literally on Stalker. I'm like, it's like near me, right down the street.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Right off of Stalker and Crenshaw. Isn't that incredible?
It is because now now the movie and television industry has been wrenched from the hands of the gatekeepers. Now, if you're an individual and you have the means to make a high quality production, you can do it yourself, and you can put it out yourself, market it yourself. It's you straight to consumer. No longer do you need the movie industry to do that for you. So if you put out something good, and what's her name? The woman who put out Issa Rae. Issa Rae, the girl who put out what's that?
Insecure.
She showed everybody that way.
She showed.
She's the one who showed everybody that way. She did that.
That is so true, because I used to watch her on YouTube, the videos with her sitting in the park.
She did that. Yeah. She's the one, I believe, she doesn't get enough credit, that she is actually the one who showed, and that's what the models, everybody doing now. Everybody's doing the same thing now. Of course, she did know, I think she knew Pharrell. I'm not sure. Plus, she has that whole Harvard connection. That Ivy League connection out here helps. To be in the Ivy Leagues, to be in Hollywood, there's a lot of people in Hollywood from the Ivy Leagues, from production, from acting to directing.
That's true. Angela Bassett, a lot of the big players. That is so
true.
Denzel. Denzel. What's it? Columbia, right?
What is that one?
I think he went to attend Columbia.
Columbia. What's the other one? Columbia. There's Brown. There's what's the other one? Princeton. What's the other one? I
believe Dartmouth is part of it too.
Did he go to Dartmouth? It's another. Well, Denzel also went to a Ivy League. I just can't think of it right now. We should look it up. Let's look up and see where Denzel went to college. Just so we don't get it, Denzel went to college. You gonna look it up?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Check it. Because we just want to set it straight. Because he did go Ivy League. But Natalie Portman, Ed Norton went Ivy League.
One of my favorite actors. Incredible in The Score with De Niro. I've watched it at least 1 million times.
Who De Niro didn't go Ivy League? Did De Niro go Ivy League?
Did De Niro go Ivy League?
Did De Niro go to college? I don't know if De Niro went to college.
I think he did mostly off Broadway. I was reading a little bit about his father. His father was a pretty famous painter.
Okay, so the amazing thing is, when you have a dream where you can just say, man, you know what? I'm just going to make money acting. I'm not going to go to college. I'm not going to go to school. I'm just going to make money acting, and you do it. That is like the ultimate bungee cord jumping. That is serious. What did you got it? What college did
it says he attended Fordham.
There
University.
It is. I knew it was one of them. City. Fordham. So Fordham is an Ivy League school.
I don't believe Fordham is.
Fordham is.
It
Chris
is?
Ryde.
Yes. Are you sure?
Look it up.
Let me see.
Okay.
The Ivy League schools.
Fordham's one of them. I don't know my Ivy Leagues. I want to go Ivy League when I was a small child. I didn't know you had to be really smart.
Okay. Here are the 8 institutions. Brown University, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, University of Pennsylvania. I knew that one. And Princeton University and Yale.
Not Fordham?
Let's see.
Is Fordham Ivy League?
There are 8 total colleges that are considered to be Ivy League, not 12. 8.
So Fordham is not Ivy League?
No.
Wow. I've been thinking all this time, did they get punished? Maybe they were Ivy League at one time and they got kicked out?
It says it's a Jesuit university.
Jesuits.
Let me go back.
The Jesuits.
Maybe the Jesuits. Average cost after financial aid, they say $37,000. Graduation rate 79%. Acceptance rate 53%.
Wow. Not easy.
And it's in the heart of the Bronx.
The Boogie Down. University of the Boogie Down, Fordham. Well, I mean, okay, it's a good school. Okay, it's not Ivy League, but Denzel went to a good school. But I mean, the Ivy League connection in Hollywood is very, 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 very it's very big.
Okay.
I mean, Matt Damon, Affleck, and they knew the guy from Project Greenlight. He's Ivy League. They're all Ivy League dudes, man. A lot of them. Terrence Malick, Ivy League.
So one of your favorite directors.
Yeah, one of my favorite. Definitely top 2. Okay, so here's what I wanted to ask you. In the email you sent me, let me keep track of time, make sure we're okay with the time. Okay, yeah, we got to sort of wrap in the next couple of minutes. Okay, so we'll continue this for next time. I heard that David Lynch is doing something with the Cecil, or is he doing it, or has he done it? Is he doing it, or has he done it? I didn't read the email. I just saw the email. It said David Lynch revisits the Cecil Hotel, and I've seen everything, everything that not Denzel Washington, David Lynch has done. I've seen it.
No, not David Lynch. We know that he did make the reboot of Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
But no, not even. No, that would be interesting.
But but Twin Peaks is sort of like, if you look at it and you take sort of the if you just take it, Twin Peaks is sort of like the Cecil Hotel. It was about a girl, right, Laura Palmer, and she winds up, being I believe murdered. And
yes,
there's a mystery behind it, and that's Twin Peaks.
One of the most popular girls at the local high school. Yeah. All the guys were after her.
I think it's North Carolina. But yeah. So, but the themes are kind of the same if you look at it. Cecil Hotel. I mean,
Twin Peaks, Pacific Northwest. That's where it was shot.
Yeah.
So
it's just David Lynch's main sort of formula in many of his sort of films is woman in trouble.
That needs to be rescued, or
that needs to be rescued, but she has a dark past. So it's almost like this prince. It's almost like a broken prince comes to save her, but then he has to save her. He has to enter sort of deep, dark, depraved world.
I see.
All of them from except for what you call it, Mulholland Drive, is a girl saving a girl.
Incredible movie.
Yeah, that was a lesbian relationship, I believe.
Every time I watch that film, I take away something new from it.
It's just David Lynch is just a genius. I mean, his films just they speak to you. Everything from the color to the composition to the music. It's like a perfect storm for cinema. David Lynch. I think these new filmmakers, I think they're trying to make a new kind of movie, which is good. Because the audience span and the media